Nobody talks about this. If you have Gen Z employees, you're probably fully aware that they are hesitant to pick up the phone or make those all-important follow-up calls. If it helps, Gen Z employees are roughly born between 1997 and 2012. So if now it's 2026, this means that roughly anyone aged 30 or below in your organisation is a Gen Z. Research from CommBank shows that 87% of Gen Z employees admit to sending a text message rather than picking up the phone if there was an unpleasant task to be done. Now this means if your Gen Z employees view a follow-up call as an unpleasant task, it's likely that they're just sending a text message instead. Furthermore, 49% of Gen Z employees report to feeling anxious when they have to speak to someone on the phone. That means that nearly half of your employees aged under 30 are feeling anxious when they need to speak to a customer over the phone. Now, this doesn't mean that text messages don't play a role when you're following up customers, and it certainly doesn't mean that you shouldn't expect that your team can make follow-up calls. But it does mean you need to be aware of this, and you need to be aware of this when you're recruiting, when you're onboarding, and when you're coaching your team members that are aged under 30. It's 100% reasonable for you to hold the expectation that your team members can make follow-up calls. But it's also your responsibility to understand what's happening behind the scenes and why there might be this resistance. So if you want to know how to improve your customer service, you need to find a way to recruit, train, coach, follow up and support your Gen Z employees to make great follow-up calls. If you like this video, make sure you're following Intentional Service and feel free to add your comments below.